I'm not happy. How could I be? Should I have loved your humiliating me in front of our friends? How do you think I feel when you introduce me as just an actress? As if what I did for a living didn't bring joy into the world? As if what... you choose to sneer at it. People love soap operas. I get mail by the bushels. Letters by trillion. I have fans. I have followers. All over this country, people are worried about Montana Beach. Will she leave rock for brick? Will she of life people?
You have a copy.
Okay. Kick her ugly habits? Will she find her mother true love of meaning, of life? People care about me. Who cares about you, Ethan? I ask you. Who cares? Not me, not I, Ethan.
Want to get totally bummed? Go on spring break with your mom and sisters. Wow. The rotten worst. The bottom. Hanging out for a week at some cheap motel crammed into 2 rooms with a bunch of women. Forget it. This is just what I got set free from. From 2 weeks with 3 women with voices like bad breaks. 2 weeks of complaining and stupid giggling and daytime TV, soaps. It was vacation from hell. I tried to get out of it, to stay home, but they wouldn't hear of it because my dad was going to be out of town and they didn't think it was a good idea for me to be home alone. I begged, I pleaded, I even faked being sick. Didn't work. Little Joshy couldn't stay home by his own little self. He's so lonesome. He wouldn't get enough to eat. And of course, my sisters put up this big thing about wanting me to come along. So I rent this motel in a place that looks like the 1960s. No way the place is in the Auto Club books. This was X-Files time. Weird. And the place is 2 blocks off the main drag where the action is, and next to a body shop where guys are testing their hammers 10 hours a day. And I got a share room with Doris, who spends most of her time popping her gum and watching those stupid soaps. So I had to deal with that for 2 weeks. Let me tell you, worst vacation ever.
What's it like having funny parents? That's what everyone wants to know. And that's usually one of the first questions I get when people meet me. And I'm always like, beats the heck out of me. Seriously, I have no idea. My parents are not funny. In fact, they're anything but funny. Now, if someone were to ask a question, what's it like having funny parents who are famous for being funny? Then I know what to say. It sucks. Well, for me it sucks. Maybe for some other terrific funny guy, it would be great. But when your parents are famous for being funny, somehow everyone expects you to be funny. And when you're not really, they're like, what happened to you? Why are you not funny at all? And you want to say, hey, my parents are funny, and I'm not. They just act like they're funny and happy, and that's what they do for a living. But at home, they're totally morbid. They are. That is, when they talk. They don't talk much, because they're usually exhausted from doing their tour. They're always mad at someone, too. Like, usually their manager or some stupid critic, or maybe they're just busy hating everyone, especially the idiots that pay to see them, the morons that they have to talk down to order to get a laugh. So you see, are you getting the picture? The laugh is on you.
Alright, so I'm going to invite our teen acting students up on stage. We're going to do some improv. Actually, I'm going to have you guys sit here on the floor in front. No, this is before that. So sit, no, facing them. Sit on the edge of the dance floor facing the stage.
Sorry, Sharon. You're lucky you're in this class.
So in teen acting class, they work on scenes and monologues. They all have scripts because most of them have been involved in 1 or 2 productions, and it's just too much to ask them to memorize. So they work on those. We do a lot of exercises to help them get to know their characters and to express themselves. And we do a lot of, well, not a lot, but we do some improv. They beg for more, but sometimes we have to work a little harder. So we're going to do what we call freeze. I do it different than Danny and Maggie do it. So who wants to start us? Nikki and Danny. You can use the whole space, okay? So you can use down here, up there. Okay. All right. So what happens is I put them in the stairs. Okay. Face the mirror. Put your hands against it. I place them in a position, and then they need to start a scene based on the position they're in. And as they move about the stage, now the point of this is, 1, to get them to use the space that they're given. So they're not supposed to just stand and stare at each other and talk. They're supposed to act, and they're supposed to use their bodies, and they're supposed to use the stage. And then I'm going to yell freeze, and they're going to freeze in a position that they're in. And then 2 people are going to raise their hands, or if not, I'll just call them up, and take their places. And they have to start a completely different scene. It cannot have anything to do with the scene that was previously. And the next group cannot have anything to do with any of the other previous scenes. It all has to be completely original. So it helps them think on their feet. Ready? Have you had enough time to think? Yes. Do you have an idea? Who's starting? Me. Okay. Begin. I look beautiful! Oh, don't you think this dress looks beautiful? Oh my gosh! I think it looked even better if it was on me!
How about I try it on? Here, how about you go in there and take it off, and then I'll go try it on. Okay? Now, how pretty does this look? Okay. How about this? How about
Freeze! Joseph? And Leah. Tag them out. Start thinking.
Now, you sit in the corner and you think about what you did. You know what you did.
Do I have to?
Now.
How long?
5 minutes. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Do you want me to make it 10 minutes?
Make sure you're projecting.
10 minutes then.
Freeze! Blake. And Naya. Blake, you have an idea?
Yeah.
Okay. Begin when you're ready.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hold it. But this tree was so big. And so amazing. And you know we went to 7-Eleven and had that extra large. Come on, you know it's not my fault.
Now I face the audience.
Why?
It was just calling to me. Go! Go, you know you want to.
I can't.
Try it, it's fun.
You're crazy. You're just crazy.
Aw, you're crazy too.
Freeze. Arham and Trevor. You're not supposed to leave until they tag you out. It's okay. It's too late now. You moved.
You've been staring at me for the past hour.
Well, I kind of didn't know what to do.
You didn't even blink either. Force of habit to stare at me for. What do you have to do? Like, don't you have something to do every day?
Over here to study.
Then what were you doing?
I thought let's.
You're studying my face, weren't you? It's so beautiful. Don't you want to draw it?
No.
You want to draw my
This
face?
is social study.
I'll get in the pose.
Danny and Naya.
Oh, I'm up again.
That's some interesting hair.
Well, thank you. No, seriously. It's like hairy. Well, it's hair. Obviously. Can you stop? Cut it off so I can have it. No. Can't have my hair. Why not? Go to bed.
Freeze. Leah and Nikki. Stay. Put your leg back up there, Naya. Stay in your position until they tag you out and know what you're in.
Jacob is mine! No, he's mine! I don't know what you're talking about. He likes me, and I liked him first.
I saw him first.
Well, I think he likes me more.
Like that's true.
Well, even if he did see you first, I'm pretty sure that he does like me more. So how about we do this? How about you go talk to him and ask him, and then I go talk to him and ask him.
Fine.
Wait. I'll go first.
What did
He doesn't like me!
Blake and Trevor.
Oh my god, look at the size of that blood bite!
Birthmark.
It's got its own zip code!
I put that there. Sometimes I forget my zip code. Is that a problem?
No!
All I have to do is go like, whoop, down on my zip code.
That's true.
See, you don't have somewhere to look at your zip code, do you?
No.
You wish you had one.
Maybe.
Freeze. Okay, Joseph and Arham. Stay frozen. One of you start.
Arm?
Okay.
What are you looking at? That picture over there, doesn't it? It looks really weird, doesn't it? It's like all. Oh, wait, that's a mirror.
You have the audience is the other way.
So, coming to this museum was a great idea.
Yeah.
So much.
The mirror museum.
Yeah. Oh, look, that one makes me look thinner.
Hey, it's only feels better.
Oh no, that's just a normal mirror.
Thank you, Steve. Leah, you're up.
Oh, okay.
Just wait till everybody gets seated.
My own, pretending he's beside me. All alone, I walk with him till morning. Without him, I feel his arms around me. And when I lose my way, I close my eyes, and he has found me. The rain, the pavement shines like silver. All the lights are misty in the river. In the darkness,
my god. You look amazing.
No, I look ridiculous.
You look great.
It makes my butt look fat.
Your butt is perfect.
It's too tight.
You're not fat. And it's not tight. It's just right.
The color looks terrible on me.
The color looks great.
Really?
Really.
And I don't look fat?
Far from it.
Look how my stomach pooches out.
You don't even have a stomach.
I don't know.
What's your problem? That dress is perfect and you look absolutely gorgeous.
No, I don't.
You need to stop doing that to yourself.
Doing what?
Convincing yourself you look bad. It's getting pretty annoying.
But I do. I can't help it. I never look like I look good.
But you do. You have to stop comparing yourself to supermodels. They're not real anyway.
Of course they're real. And it's not fair.
They have full-time hair and makeup people, and they airbrush those photos. And they never, ever eat. I don't call that real.
I guess not, but it's worth it. Look how amazing they look.
No, thank you. Besides, I like food too much to starve myself.
I know, that's my problem. I love food.
Skinny girl problems.
I'm not skinny.
Would you look in the mirror? You look amazing.
I guess I look okay.
Shut up. Just look in the mirror and say, I look amazing.
Okay. I look amazing.
Good. Let's buy the dress and get some ice cream.
Okay, but you're buying.
Nope. You're buying and I'm getting 2 scoops.
Sounds good to me.
When am I ever going to get bigger? I am so awfully tiny. Do you know how many times I've almost been stepped on, squashed like a bug? I'm always watching for shadows to fall over my neck, knowing I have to run or be stuck like a wad of gum on somebody's shoe. Everyone says things like how awesome it is to be small. Like, what an adventure. They say adventures are crazy. It's more like survival. I hardly ever leave the house anymore. It's way too dangerous. I could drown in a footstep-sized puddle. For heaven's sake, of course, being inside is no picnic either. Yesterday, I was trapped down in a garbage disposal for half a day. Do you know what would happen if someone turned it on? Minced meat. Thumbelina, that's what does that sound like? An adventure to you? Maybe if you like living in a death sentence. After the order with disposal, you think I deserve a break? But no. That's the stupid hairball they call a cat decides he wanted to play with me. Well, I'm no cat toy, and I can tell you that I hide in an empty mouse hole until that dumb feline fell asleep. It made me miss my dinner, and I can barely afford to do that. I only weigh a few ounces. Once a day. One day, when I get bigger, I'm going to teach that cat a lesson.
My head all full of stuffing, my heart all full of pain. I could dance and be merry, life would be a ding-a-dairy if I only had a brain. If I only had a brain.
Now we have Alana with I Can Hear the Bells, followed by Danny with his monologue, and the musical theater company with their final number.
I can hear the bells. Well, don't you hear 'em chime? Can't you feel my heartbeat keeping perfect time? And all because he touched me. He looked at me and stared. Yes, he bumped me. My heart was unprepared when he tapped me and knocked me off my feet. One little touch and my life's complete. 'Cause when he nudged me, love put me in a fix. Yes, it hit me just like a ton of bricks. Yes, my heart burst. Now I know what life's about. One little touch and love's knocked me out. And I can
Hear the bells.
my head is reeling.
I can hear the bells.
Something's beginning. Everybody warns that a girl who looks like me can win his heart. Well, just wait and see. 'Cause
I can hear the bells.
I've